Liberty.
Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Inherently and historically oppose the secret society.
We, as Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in the
decided
past,
long ago
to do whatever needs to be done
and unwarranted
to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom.
far outweigh the dangers
In this
which are
present
cited to
crisis,
justify it.
government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Welcome back to Embers of Liberty. I don't know what's going on with the audio lags there, but we're back. Last week
back.
was a stressful week. My hat is looking weird. Why is it like that?
Because you look weird.
Excuse the mop. Why is it so weird looking?
Other way. You're
Your head's just crooked.
there you go. No,
I don't know. I don't care. Whatever.
it looks like that on me too. Watch.
I think it's the angle.
See?
Angle of the day.
No, it doesn't. This side is
Yeah. See.
way further down than this side.
Yeah, boy.
Ugh.
Yeah, boy.
Get out of here.
Made it even worse. Holy shit.
My God, I think you just had a squatted truck delivered in your.
It looks like I'm
Front
bald
yard.
though. There's no hair.
The receding hairline.
That didn't help at all. Whatever. I don't care. Back to it. So if the hat bothers any of you,
Piss off.
over it. I don't fucking care. It's going to bother me, and that's all you really need to know.
Yeah.
That's what you sound like internally.
Yeah.
So I made sure
It's
to-
exactly what I sound like internally.
Did you notice I made sure to back my face away today? So I was listening to us the other day,
Yeah.
and I was like,
You can
"Damn, I'm loud."
fucking hear
Yeah,
every
this is
single
you.
breath you take.
But see, like here in the studio area, I can't hear myself that good. But
We
I
can hear
I
you.
can hear you really good. I can hear you really good. But I can't hear myself really good.
That's weird. I
That's
don't know
weird.
why. I don't know why that is. Anyway, so last week we didn't do a show because some of you guys that watch the show know, but most of you probably don't. My grandmother had taken a fall.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be quiet. Put the ribs in the oven.
You
when you're
ruined
done
it.
eating.
You ruined
Sorry,
it, and I'm
go ahead.
leaving.
I was trying not to disrespect Maul, man.
Dick move.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I was trying not to disrespect Maul like that.
You're about to sound like this.
It was at this moment.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why?
I'm sorry.
Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
Forgive me, Maul.
I will fuck you up.
I know.
Anyway, so my grandmother took a tumble on Friday of last week and ended up in the hospital. She is okay now, and we're very grateful that she's okay, but they had to ventilate her, and she's extremely sore. But Maul, we love you. Glad you're home. Glad you're safe. And yeah, that's it. So anyway,
Yes, very, very glad.
got the
Yeah.
conditional
Very, very glad.
got the conditional approval for our mortgage.
Nice.
So we've just got to get the documents that they want. And other than that, I don't really have anything else to add for my past 2 weeks. Joe, how have your past 2 weeks been?
It was good. Went and saw
Shut up.
Civil War today.
Shut up.
Yeah, you
You're
know
dead to
what?
me.
That was rude.
You could have waited. Like, we had baseball and a birthday party today, which is why we couldn't go, or we would have went.
Rude.
I mean, I'll go watch it again with y'all.
You're fucked up.
I'll go watch it again.
You're a dick.
It was good.
I've heard that it was really good. So
Not what you would expect, though.
I've also heard that. Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not ruining anything by telling you this.
Was I right in my theory?
It's not like all about it's about the
it's more about the press, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they don't want freedom of speech.
No.
It's not even that.
It's really just literally about their.
It's about their experience
viewpoint.
in the war.
Right. Like it shows the war stuff.
Yeah,
and it's
but
cool.
but don't they make the press like the press is illegal? Like nobody can unless
in the Capitol.
authorized.
In the Capitol.
Yeah, in the Capitol, it's illegal. They kill them.
Yeah, they shoot them on sight.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The reason why is because they don't want what's going on in the Capitol to be said.
And good news. Good news. The movie does not seem to be biased.
I've heard from left-wing sources that it is anti-left. I've heard from right-wing sources that it's anti-right. But
So
Dan
that must
Bongino, but Dan Bongino says I don't see any political bias in the movie. So
No, and then I think that's kind of what they're trying to get at. And they're not journalists; they're like photojournalists. Well, they are journalists, but they're photojournalists. So they're not like
they're just taking pictures and stuff.
Yes. So I think that what they're trying to get
paparazzi.
what they're trying to get across in the movie is that they don't give a shit. They just want to get the story and they want to take the pictures. Now it's the talking heads that have a political bias.
Yeah, which is typically how it works anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway,
but it's good. It is worth going to see. It is really
Other
good.
than Civil War, how was your week?
It was good. Been just busy lately. You know, the spring rush is on and we're cutting grass.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I can tell that all y'all motherfuckers are cutting grass because my allergies are fucking killing me.
Oh, bro. You don't
Jesus
even
Christ,
know,
dude.
You don't even know. Like, it got so bad the other day that, like, my nose was just pouring.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kate, how have your past 2 weeks been?
Your week and my week are the same, so
I know, but you have different experiences at like work and whatnot, and good weeks at work.
Did you kick any bitches in the cooter?
Yeah.
No, I had to hide from a guy. We have this one patient that comes in and he's just
He
loud,
likes him some Kate.
loud, relentless. He won't let anybody touch his glasses except for me. He's loud. He's relentless. He's cheapskate. Every time I see him, I'm like, and run. I had to hide. He tried to inappropriately grab one of our employees.
Oh, hell no.
Well,
Hell
he
no.
was trying to grab her quote quote name tag on her chest because it stops like right here in front of her.
Why would he
boobs.
need to do that?
Yeah. So.
Well, anyway, this one's for you, Kyle.
Oh yeah,
It's time to talk freedom things.
Kyle's here for the vape pits.
Where's Kyle?
Huh?
Where's Kyle?
No, he's here. Like when someone says, like, I'm here for it, you know.
He's always here for the vape hits and the burps and the other bodily functions. Probably nose breathing from Joe, but who knows?
And actually, he can hear your nose breathing. He has mentioned he can hear your nose breathing.
Yeah, sometimes I get real close to the mic.
I wonder if he can hear me chewing.
I don't know.
Everyone can hear you fucking chewing.
I can hear you chewing.
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
We're going to get right into it. I had set this up until Joe got in here and edited things to go straight into chats with Pop Pop, but
We can do that though.
No. We'll follow the script as is on the show, on the thing. Go up. So there has been not a whole hell of a lot going on politically. The larger war in
Globally,
the world,
globally, the turd has hit the water and the water is flushing back up to the butthole.
Yeah.
It's like a baby Ruth in there right
Yeah.
now.
Oh no! We are at that part where the turd has hit the water and it's splashed up and it's hitting the butthole.
We're getting Poseidon's kiss.
We're going. Oh
my God!
We're getting Poseidon's kiss.
Where is it? Where is it?
I don't know. You'll have to find it. I think it's the next to last one.
No.
Yes, I think it's that one. Yep.
We're getting the blue butt paint.
Poseidon's kiss.
Afuera!
Indeed. So in that there's a lot of U.S. involvement in things that the U.S., as Joe and I agree, should not be involved in, including aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. So, Kate, you'll pull up that first link. And we'll get right to it. So,
a number of foreign and bill.
Do I need to pause it? Sorry.
Yeah. So, the majority of this aid going to, was that Ukraine at the top of the list?
No, it's all Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan.
Yeah, but we'll see how much money each one is getting and why, and I'll tell you why I have a problem with it. Go for it.
Foreign aid bills made it through the House of Representatives today in a rare Saturday session. The bills included aid for Ukraine and Israel. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavidez reports from Washington.
Long-awaited aid for Ukraine made it past the House by a bipartisan vote as part of a larger foreign aid package.
On this vote, the ayes are 311 and the nays are 112. The bill is passed.
More Democrats than Republicans voted for Ukraine aid. The bills provide more than $26 billion to support Israel, more than $60 billion for Ukraine, and around $8 billion for the Indo-Pacific, including Taiwan.
It's a slap in the face to America.
House Speaker Mike Johnson moved forward with the vote after months of gridlock, faced with opposition from members of his own party over Ukraine aid and funding for the border.
This is a business model the American people do not support. They don't support a business model built on blood and murder and war in foreign countries, while this very government does nothing to secure our border.
The foreign aid package passed despite a small but growing number of...
Can I ask a question?
What?
What is this for again?
This is
like aid.
This is military aid to these nations. Well,
what
military
is the
and
billions of dollars for.
It's the financial aid.
It's to further the war against Russia, the war against Hamas, and to protect Taiwan and the Indo-Pacific from China.
Yeah.
And where... I'm just asking for people who are watching who don't understand it, because I get what you're saying.
Yeah, ask.
Okay, where is this money going to be coming from?
Oh, that's the neat part.
Oh,
no. Stop. Stop.
Oh, sorry. Great.
Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, look at me. Listen. No.
Hey, look at me. Hey.
No.
No. So that's the neat part. Thin air.
Okay, so we're just saying we're going to do this. And it just...
No. So
it's a fagoozy.
Macroeconomics class has...
Hey, it's a fagoozy.
Macroeconomics class has its benefits. One of those is having a better understanding of fiscal policy. You see... Now, go to Google for me for a second, because I want to get this right on the show. Because I always get the presidents mixed up. Google who removed the United States from the gold standard.
Standard?
Yes. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. So, in 1971... the U.S. dollar was backed by gold. And then...
Do you have a click on this?
Huh? Do I have what?
Continue. Sorry.
It was when... Wait. What the fuck is that?
Why does it say FDR, but then it's Richard Nixon? That's an AI response over there.
Yeah, it is. Way to try to change history, because that's not what happened.
I like how it's on one... I'm going to screen share this.
Yeah, please.
It's on one side. This is the AI trying to say what it is, and this is another...
Yeah. No. The suspension of the dollar's convertibility to gold happened under Nixon in August of 1971. Not in 1933. FDR did not abandon the gold standard. That is a lie. There were massive government gold buyback programs in that day where they were trying to, make the value of the dollar high again. But anyway, so in 1971, when we removed the dollar from the gold standard, it delinked our currency from anything that held intrinsic value. So things that you could touch and feel and exchange hands that you could use in place of the dollar no longer represented the dollar. Okay? This was basically backed by the United States government itself. With that comes the idea of managing the money supply, right? So now that the dollar is not linked to gold, you do not have to have a proportional amount of reserve gold. You just issue paper currency that means nothing. It's just an accepted means of trade, right? So, in times of economic instability, as we have right now, one way to prop the economy up is to increase military spending. What are we doing? We're increasing spending to Ukraine. Another way is to decrease taxes, which Trump did. Another way is to increase taxes, which Biden is trying to do. And it's this delicate balancing act, right? You can't really do one without the other. And with the type of inflation that we've seen in the past, the value of the dollar has continued to deflate, which means it's worth less. And the money supply has continued to inflate. So during COVID and all this other stuff, they just printed money to print money. And they've continued doing that. And where a lot of the money that's going to Ukraine and Israel and Taiwan is coming from is thin air. It's not money that we have. We're deficit spending again. Now, debt and deficit are not the same, right? But it's important to understand that the debt is the combination of all prior year's deficits. So if we deficit spend this year, at the end of this year, that deficit will be added to the debt. So everything that Joe Biden has said about reducing the deficit doesn't fucking matter at all. Okay? At the end of the day, if you deficit spend at all, you are increasing the national debt. The only times in modern American history that we have had a budget surplus was from 1998 to 2001.
Which, believe it or not, was under Clinton. Yep.
During the Clinton administration, we had a budget surplus.
Believe it or not, Clinton. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, believe it or not, a Democrat president had a budget surplus.
Believe it or not, Clinton was actually a pretty good president.
He's a dirtbag, but he was able to do a lot.
What's up, Probes?
And do it in the right ways, right? So he was anti-illegal immigration. He was anti-war. He was a lot of things that libertarians would like, but he was also a lot of things that libertarians would hate.
Yeah. But he was what I think a Democrat should be.
But when you operate in a budget surplus, you're able to pay down some of the debt. And then, Bush takes over and we start deficit spending again in 2002.
Yep.
So
he had to make up for his daddy's failures.
And part of that was the war on terror, right? Because September 11th happened in 2001. That was the end of surplus, budget surpluses. And then it's just spiraled and spiraled and spiraled and spiraled. And it's just gotten worse and worse. Oddly enough, though, when you look at the data, using nominal dollars is a bad way to really look at the spending that the government does, right? So government spending really to be measured in a way that makes sense has to be measured in per capita GDP. Because or not per capita, percentage of GDP. Sorry, got that mixed up. If you look at it in percentage of GDP, it is a fairly stable, just slight uptick in government spending. It's not really a whole lot different. The problem is that the wealthy are getting wealthier, the poor are getting poorer, and there's not really a middle ground anymore. There's things that could be done. It could be, we could re-implement the gold standard. We could do all these other things that would make it better, but sending money to these fucking assholes in Ukraine is not going to solve the problem. Now, the other thing, and I want to be clear about this, the other thing that you have to understand about the aid to Ukraine is that the majority of the aid is not monetary. Okay, the money that we're giving to Ukraine is actually being spent to replenish our surplus in military equipment. So you'll see a lot of things like APKWS units being used in Ukraine. Those are American made. We have a shitload in service as is, and giving them those, kind of clears out the old stuff. If you FIFO it, first in, first out. If you do it right, you're getting rid of the older stuff, and then we're able to replace our own surpluses with the newer stuff and give Ukraine a lot of the stuff that's about to expire or not be useful anymore.
Right.
So
rotate it.
It's kind of okay in that sense, because at the end of the day, we're just kind of giving them our shitty supply.
Hand-me-downs.
But at the same time, with all of the geopolitical instability that we're experiencing right now, as a direct result of Joe Biden's display of weakness
Malik.
I really wish you wouldn't derail my train of thought like that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
With the way that we're doing all of this, God damn it.
I'm sorry.
You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
I didn't know it would do that. Apologize.
Just can't do anything right tonight.
I can't.
What was I saying?
You derailed my thinking.
No, before that. Obviously.
We were talking about the
aid to Ukraine. Yes.
What doesn't help is sending money to these fuckers.
I don't know. I lost it. I was on a good rant.
You were.
I was on a really good roll.
I was enjoying it.
And you fucked it up.
I apologize.
This was you.
Fed.
Smell like failure.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's
Afuera!
Let's see if I can just... I'll pull up YouTube. And nope, that's the wrong app. F1 on the mind.
Formula 1.
Nope, that's not it.
That is...
Go to my channel. There we go.
Meanwhile...
Those are American made.
We were talking about hand-me-downs.
Our shitty supply. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Back on track. Sorry.
Damn it.
Sorry, back on track. Okay. So, all of the geopolitical instability that we have right now can be linked directly to what, Joe?
Wait, what was the question? Sorry, I zoned out.
The geopolitical instability, the things that are happening in the world right now, what can they be linked to? It's an event that happened after Joe Biden took office.
January 16th? So confused. I'm sorry.
I was going to say
the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Oh, yep.
The what?
The withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Oh, okay.
Joe Biden showed the world we don't fucking care about any of you anymore. He showed the world, hey, we're going to precipitously withdraw from Afghanistan right now. I don't care what the consequences are. It cost us the lives of 14 Marines, and It led directly to Russia flexing their muscle, invading Ukraine. It's led to the aggression from China against Taiwan. And it led directly to Hamas invading Israel, killing thousands of innocent people. It led directly to the conflict in Gaza, which led directly to Iran doing what Iran has been threatening to do for decades and attacking Israel directly.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't have pulled out?
What I'm saying is that when you display weakness to the world in the way that Joe Biden has, things like this happen.
Yes.
Because America used to be the beacon of if somebody fucks with you and they shouldn't, we will help. And now we've shown the complete opposite. If somebody fucks with you and they shouldn't, we'll send you money, but we're not going to have your back. And that's what it boils down to when you really look at it. That's what's happening in the world right now, because you can't sit there and say that Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan would need funding from the United States if it weren't for the fact that Joe Biden precipitously pulled us out of Afghanistan. None of this shit would have happened. Period.
Right. I think so.
A strong America makes the world a safer place.
Yep.
And while that is true, I still disagree with America being the world police. But the threat of violence is sometimes the best deterrent to violence.
Right.
Which is why I'm a libertarian.
Anyway.
So, here's the other issue that I have with this aid package, right? So Mike Johnson took a very principled stance at the very beginning of all of this and said, we're not going to do any of this if you don't fund the border. If you don't do something to stop the flow of illegal immigrants into the interior of the United States, we're not going to do any of this. What did Mike Johnson do? He backed down. He bitched out, and he let this shit go through.
What a dick.
Here's the problem, though. Fucking Mike Johnson doing this is not going to change anything, because we can't afford, as conservatives and conservative-leaning people, to have another speakership fight. Mike Johnson's not going fucking anywhere. And it's because he knows it that he's able to do these things. He's just another one of the swampy bullshit Republicans that are in office right now. That entire fucking Capitol building needs to be cleaned out.
Drain that swamp.
Every single member of Congress should resign for dereliction of duty. And we should start over.
Drain that swamp.
That's how I feel about it. I'm sure you feel pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
So, this is going to be a fun fucking show.
I'm about to say, like,
I'm on it.
I put like a little hair of a thing in there, and you've done run off with it for like 30 damn minutes.
I know.
Yeah, I put this in the show.
He put that in there. I didn't do this. Joe show prepped some today, too.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Okay, look at okay, Joe. Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he done ran off with this shit for like 30 minutes.
Justin saw your show notes and went like this.
I'm gonna come.
This is something that I'm actually passionate about, right? Because like I see the problems. I see the problems with what's going on, and I see the need for the help from the United States, but I also see the reasoning as to why it got there in the first place.
Right.
The reason that it got there in the first place should have never fucking happened. Therefore, I have a problem with the funding. So, and Malik makes a good point. He says Trump was unpredictable and that scared Putin and his ilk. When Trump said, I'll fucking nuke Moscow, they remembered the Moab and didn't want to fuck around and find out.
So, and
that's true.
Yeah.
Can you pull that back up further?
I heard somebody, I forgot who I heard talk about it this week, but, the libs always, bitched about how, Trump's going to get us in another war. Trump's rhetoric helped us avoid another war, because the other leaders of the world actually thought he would do what he said he was going to do. And Biden's just like, you know what? I'm going to kind of just tuck my dick between my legs, put some duct tape down there, and walk around like a woman.
So here's the thing about Biden's foreign policy, right? So Joe Biden has been wrong on foreign policy for about 40 years now. And if you know anything about Joe Biden as vice president, you'll understand why the Afghanistan thing was one of his big things, right? He believed that we shouldn't have been there to begin with, which I agree. We should have went in, killed Osama bin Laden, and got the fuck out. That's what we should have done. We should have never been there for
teabagged and teed out.
Yeah, we should have never been there for 20 years,
For
right?
democracy.
So that's the part that I agree with Joe Biden about. We shouldn't have been there.
Have a nice cup of liberty.
However, when you go into a country and you break it, it's just like going into a store. You break it, you buy it, motherfucker.
Yep.
We owned that shit. We broke it. We should have been there until it was fixed.
It should have been a United States of Iraq.
Not Iraq, Afghanistan.
Whatever, Afghanistan.
The problem with that is that you can't win the hearts and minds of people who don't fucking like you. But removing our support unilaterally the way that we did led to all of this shit.
Mallet makes a good point with that. The whole trans LGBTQ bullshit it's getting us laughed at on the world stage, other than like the UK.
Not only that, but when you look at the people, the spokespeople that the military is putting forward right now, I've seen like 2 or 3 people who are trans.
Look at Rachel Levine, bro. Like, damn it. Like, not only is he a man, but he makes an ugly ass woman.
He makes an ugly ass woman.
I mean,
he doesn't know anything
woman.
about health.
And I mean, you know, I just feel like if we're going to have trans people like representing us, at least let them be hot looking women, or at least
are you looking up Admiral Levine?
Female looking women.
Who are you looking up?
What is it, Rachel?
Rachel
it's
Levine.
Admiral Rachel Levine.
You just type in Rachel Levine.
Is it?
It doesn't matter. It'll pull her up.
How do you spell it?
Pull him up. Levine.
There you go.
Levine. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my God! Oh,
You
this
haven't
one.
seen-
Yes. Okay. I know who this is now.
Yeah.
Sorry. There you go. Ah.
Yeah, that is the stuff of nightmares. The thing is like all of this shit adds up, right? And it does make us look like fools on the world stage.
One right there.
And the fact that you put a mentally ill person who believes they're a woman, even though they were a man their entire fucking lives.
And before anyone wants to cancel us because he said that, according to, I forgot what it's called, but it's the health book that labels mental health issues. This is actually a recognized mental health issue.
It is. Gender dysphoria is a real mental health problem.
Right. But yet we say, hey guys, this is okay. Like, go do your thing.
Now, so here's the thing, right? I believe that it's...
Is this what he looked like before?
No. That's
okay.
That's still him with his hair pulled back.
Here's the thing, right? As a libertarian, when you're an adult, I don't give a fuck what you do. If you want to be trans, be trans. I don't care. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, I don't care. That's it, right there.
The black and white.
The black.
Oh my God!
No, that's not.
No. This one
in the center. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was Richard Levine.
Damn, he did away with both dicks.
What?
Richard.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That was a good one, actually.
Nailed it. That was pretty good.
Nailed it.
He did away with both dicks.
Again,
Pennsylvania Secretary of Health. Ooh, that's scary.
As a libertarian, I don't care. If you want to be trans, be trans. I don't fucking care. Where I do have a problem is you trying to dictate how other people view you.
Yeah. It's a mental health issue. We don't hate you.
You do not get to tell me how I am supposed to think about you. I will have my own view, and you'll get the fuck over it. Or don't. I don't care. Not my problem.
I mean,
anyway, we're done with this video.
It's just the idea that, I mean, it's a mental health issue. That's facts. It is facts. It's a mental health issue. We don't hate you. We don't think you
I don't hate anybody, so.
We don't think you should be made fun of. We don't think you should be put down. Like, we're saying, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be in charge of certain things because you have that mental health issue.
Yeah. So what does this put those damn flags away thing, Joe?
So this is part of that video that where
it's a different video.
Yeah, it's a different part.
They're waving Ukrainian flags in Congress. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's play this. This is your elected officials. This is what they're doing in the halls of power in your country. Okay, go.
On this vote, the ayes are 311 and the nays are 112. The bill is passed. Oh, one voting present. I missed it, but thank you. Okay. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. The chair...
Is that AOC right there?
Probably.
Why the fuck is she clapping?
Because she's an
would
idiot.
remind my colleagues to observe proper decorum. Flag waving on the floor is not appropriate. The House will be in order. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table. For what purpose does the gentleman from Florida rise? I said, no. The gentlewoman from Florida.
Stand up.
What did she say?
Put those damn flags away.
Colleagues, no, I'm gonna. The House
Look at
will
this
be
bitch
in
right
order.
here.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you just say?
Here's the thing. She's right. Put the damn flags away. You're in the
All
United
members
States of America
are reminded
in
to observe
Congress.
decorum. Speakers.
Pause it.
Act
You're
like a damn
in
adult.
Congress. You are representing American citizens and you're waving a foreign fucking country's flag. That is unacceptable. Okay? That is the American Congress. That is not the fucking Ukrainian Congress. And none of you should have seats after your term is up. Sorry, none of you. Not a single fucking one of you should be representing anybody in the United States of America because you're all fucking morons and pathetic.
Kill him down a little bit.
I think you're gonna break your finger if you keep bashing that table.
I cannot get behind people doing this
No,
shit
it's stupid.
in the halls of power in our nation's capital. Okay? If you want to fucking fight for Ukraine, go to fucking Ukraine. I don't care.
Matter of fact,
do whatever you want
would
to do.
all
I
be
would
happy.
prefer that you go to Ukraine.
We would all be happy
because at
if you
the end
did.
of the day, American priorities are American priorities. We need to take care of business at home. Period. End of discussion. There is nothing else to say. We have more than enough problems in America right now. We have a wide open southern border. We have a terrible drug crisis. We have a mental health crisis. And there are bigger fucking fish to fry. Okay? Sorry. That's just the fact of the matter. Ukraine doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things for the United States of America. If Putin wins, Putin wins. That's it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Ukraine does not have the capability to defend itself on its own, and that is Ukraine's problem. That is not America's problem. America's problem is our southern border, a fentanyl crisis, and a mental health crisis. And an elected political elite that fucking lies to your faces constantly.
Yep.
That is the problem that America faces. Ukraine ain't one of them.
And if we don't get our hands out of other people's countries, we are falling currently. We are currently falling. And if we don't put the damn mask on ourselves, like the plane's going down, the mask have fallen down, and we're too busy running around putting the mask on everybody else. Mm-hmm. We need to put the mask on ourselves. It's time to put the mask on ourselves.
I'm glad you enjoyed the rant, Malik.
I want to go back.
Speakers will be in order. No, I'm gonna.
Watch her face. I forgot her name.
The gentlewoman from Florida.
She pisses me off. I know that.
The gentlewoman is not recognized.
This whole collective group right here.
The House will be in order.
It's absolute. It's insanity that those flags are even in the halls of Congress.
All members are reminded to observe decorum. Speakers are reminded to address the chair. And pursuant to Clause 8 of Rule 20, the unfinished business is the vote on the passage of H.R. 8034, on which the yeas and nays are ordered. The clerk will report the title of the bill.
H.R. 8030.
I'll give him credit. He handled that better than most people would have. He handled it a lot better than I would have.
Well, this isn't any. I mean, this is obviously worse because you're flying another country's flag in our Congress hall right now. But it's no better than them doing. What was that fucking stupid dance they were doing where they're blaring music?
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't know what the dance was, but I know what you're talking about.
They're all doing the Cupid Shuffle or some bullshit.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Now, back to some more domestic shit. The Trump trial has, started. They went through jury selection.
And they had a really hard time finding jurors because...
They had a hard time finding impartial jurors because it's impossible to sit there and say that the people of New York aren't going to have an opinion on Donald Trump.
And let's be completely honest. That entire jury is probably full of hardcore liberals that just lied about it.
Yeah, but it goes both ways, right? So you could have... There's actually already been a juror dismissed because they claimed that they didn't have an opinion on him, and then they found social media posts where they were berating Trump. And there's one that's resigned already over fear that, he's going to be attacked or whatever. That just shows you that's a leftist. It's crazy. Again, and I think we covered it last. No, we didn't, because we haven't been on since this took the center point. This trial shouldn't even be happening to begin with. At the end of the day, when you look at it, Alvin Bragg has basically turned a fraudulent business record complaint that had exceeded the statute of limitations and transformed it into a federal crime that he's not even allowed to prosecute because he's not a federal prosecutor. Which he's turned it into a campaign finance violation, a crime which the United States DOJ declined to charge Trump with because they said it really didn't violate campaign finance law because it wasn't. And the other thing is they've pushed this before the campaign filing would have even been made. So you can't say that it violates campaign finance law when they haven't even had the opportunity to report their campaign contributions of any kind because the reporting deadline hadn't happened yet. It's just another bullshit trial that does nothing except for make Trump even more popular with his base. And that's really all there is to it. Now, outside the courthouse is another story. Let's pull up that next video.
By the way, Joe, with the Subway sandwich.
That's what I get to.
This one right here. This.
Yes. Much like the other.
The man who lit himself.
That set himself on fire in order to protest U.S. military aid to Israel.
This guy supposedly wasn't protesting Trump, though.
No, he wasn't. And that's the funny part. But another guy has set himself on fire in the United States, this time in front of Trump's courthouse. Go for it.
The man who lit himself on fire outside of the New York City courthouse where the former president's trial was underway yesterday has died. Maxwell Azzarello attended UNC Chapel Hill back in 2005. Police say he threw pamphlets with conspiracy theories in them all over a nearby park. They say he then poured some type of accelerant on himself and set himself on fire. Azzarello was rushed to the hospital where he passed away from his injuries.
Turmoil and controversy.
That was not the video.
Yeah, that's not the video of him on fire. What a maroon.
That wasn't even the video I copied and pasted, I thought.
Well, apparently it is, because that's the one that it pulled up.
Well, that is...
Well, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I can't tell.
Maybe I accidentally clicked on something.
You could have.
Here.
Play it again.
We begin tonight with that breaking news from Lower Manhattan. Emergency crews rushed to a park just across the street from the courthouse with fire extinguishers to douse the flames engulfing a 37-year-old man. After burning for several minutes, he was carried away on a stretcher and taken to the hospital in critical condition. It does not appear the incident has anything to do with the trial of the former president, which continued on without interruption. Authorities say the man was carrying colorful pamphlets that were full of anti-government conspiracies. They don't believe he was targeting any particular person or group. CBS's Jerika Duncan will start us off tonight with the latest details.
Across the street, over on your center street, he's on It was a shocking image, too graphic to be shown in full detail.
This guy's just standing there recording it all.
New York City Park this afternoon.
See, shit like that. Like,
I mean, but what can you really do in this situation?
Right
something.
Try to put him out.
Try to put him out. Try to throw something on him. Go fucking find a fire extinguisher. Call the fucking 911. Flood the fucking phone lines.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Don't stand there and fucking record it.
You could assume that this is an anti-Trump dumbass.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Whatever.
I mean,
I agree. You can
unless-
try to do something, but in the instance of this, he's doused himself with accelerant. You're not going to put that fire out.
You could try.
You could smother it.
What the point I'm trying to make is don't stand there and fucking record it.
Yeah.
Do something else.
That's the problem in America is most people would rather stand around and record it.
This guy, too, may be thinking, hey, this is an anti-Trump guy. I'm going to let him burn. You know?
That's the point that I was making because that guy was standing there.
Is he an anti-Trump guy?
No. But nobody knew what.
Nobody really knew until they started reporting on him.
So he was just there just to set himself on fire. And
he was handing out conspiracy pamphlets. Yeah.
Well, see, he probably went there because he probably thought, oh, well, Trump's trials today. So
they
start going to have a lot of.
They tell what he was talking. He talks about as this video goes on.
Trump's criminal trial was underway.
A man has now lit himself on fire outside of the courthouse in Manhattan where we are waiting.
The incident unfolding live on
these
cable
people in the
news
back are just
just
walking.
after 1:30 Eastern.
Okay, scroll back real quick. There were people waving.
Hey, Mom, I'm on TV.
Watch these people back here in this corner in a second.
City Park this
Keep
afternoon of a man
Back.
on
No.
fire.
Wait, just wait.
It happened right outside the courthouse where former President Donald Trump's criminal trial was underway.
A man has
Watch
now
these
lit
people.
himself on fire
They're standing there.
outside of the courthouse in Manhattan where we are waiting.
The incident unfolding live on cable news just after 1:30 Eastern.
And we're like yelling to the cops who are all outside of the park.
I don't know if he was really political or just unbalanced.
Authorities confirm 37-year-old Maxwell Azzarello is from St. Augustine, Florida. Tonight, officials say he is intubated and in critical condition.
He throws the pamphlets throughout the park, and then he pulls out a canister and pours some kind of liquid on himself. Court officers, members of the police department, they run into the park. They make efforts to put him out.
How concerned are you that somebody was able to get this far in, light themselves on fire, that with all of these law enforcement officials around?
We're very concerned. Of course, we're going to review our security
Yeah, he's sitting there thinking,
oh shit, not good.
Yeah. protocols.
Azzarello posted what he called the Ponzi papers online, critical of both Republicans and Democrats, claiming, quote, "We are victims of a totalitarian con that is about to hit us with an apocalyptic fascist world coup."
This gentleman did not breach the security protocols.
So it was anti-both.
Was open
it was
to
anti-government in general.
And today,
what if he was friends with the guy that had the dad's head in the pot?
Oh shit!
What if he's part
Plot twist.
What if he's part of that militia group?
Plot twist. I'm serious.
Wait,
what if he
group?
is?
The militia group that guy claimed to be the commander of.
Oh shit!
I'm onto something.
Anywho,
this goes deep.
Okay, so that is Malik says that's the second guy this year. It is the second guy this year, and that's what I was kind of saying before. The first guy was a soldier who was protesting the war in Gaza.
By the way, so that was older footage there, or the older news reel there. So the guy did end up dying.
Well, yeah, the first clip said that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, it's
First of all, to
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I'd have the balls to light myself on fire.
First off, I would not light myself on fire.
That's just a painful
slow
death.
and painful way to die.
I would not. I would not want to.
You basically starve your brain of oxygen because the fire takes all of the oxygen from your lungs, and
not to mention your fucking flesh.
That's it. And you breathe in the fire. No, it's just not a good way to go. Anyway, so meanwhile in the Middle East, last weekend on Saturday, right before we would have done the show, Iran attacked Israel, and this is an unprecedented attack because, God damn it,
dang it, probes, damn.
I mean, it is pretty hardcore.
It is hardcore.
Anyway, Probst says that setting yourself on fire is hardcore. And he's not wrong. So if you look at the fighting between Iran and Israel in the past, it's all been through proxies, right? So a proxy group like Hezbollah or the Houthis or Hamas would attack Israel, and we all knew Iran was behind it, but nobody could really say Iran did it because it wasn't Iran per se. It was a proxy group. So this is the first time in a very long time that Iran has actually put a toe over the line. And they launched about 300 units divided up between drones, ballistic missiles, and just missiles towards Israel. Now, Israel has the Iron Dome. Israel was always going to be fine. But Israel, with the aid of the Brits, the Americans, and the Saudis, took down like 99% of those. But let's watch the footage of the drone and missile interceptions. By the way, the Saudis helping is huge. Like that's something to really write home about, because the Saudis and the Israelis historically have not gotten along.
Because at the end of the day, really, between Iran and Israel, that's really what this is all about. They don't want Israel.
They don't want Israel to exist.
Well, they don't want Israel signing an agreement with the Saudis either, which is what they were working on.
Correct.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Lime. Sorry. Are those like?
I think that's
them being shot
exploded.
down?
Yeah, the exploded pieces. I think that's some of the Iron Dome too. Like the stuff going that way is the Iron Dome stuff.
And notice the chants of Allahu Akbar from the West Bank. So
it's almost like no matter how much they get their teeth kicked in, they're still calling for stuff to go on to Israel. And then they're like, oh, Israel, don't attack us. And then when Israel gets attacked, they're like, oh, yeah, good.
So I noticed, something that I noticed that you didn't put in here was the Israeli retaliatory strike.
Yeah, just do me a little favor here in a minute and YouTube that and tell me what looks interesting about all that. Yeah, just go to YouTube there.
Not that.
Don't do that.
Oh god.
I still don't know why that's.
And just type in like Israel attacks Iran.
This.
Yeah.
Not much news about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting, huh?
So, here's the thing. We all know that Israel did retaliate. And the United States and allies have confirmed. Now, go down. Right there. Yeah, go ahead and pull that up.
Israel launching a limited direct military attack on Iranian soil. The news comes days after Iran launched its first ever direct attack on Israel in the form of more than 300 drones and missiles. NBC's Richard Engel joins us now from Jerusalem with more. Richard.
So this strike was limited. An Israeli official telling NBC News that the strike took place. Iranians say that a military base near the city of Isfahan was targeted. But even the Iranians are downplaying this, with state television showing pictures from Isfahan with life as normal. One anchor on state television said that this was, quote, no big deal. Here in Israel, they have not imposed any new restrictions or guidance. People are not being told to go to shelters or limit their behavior in any way. People are out on the streets
Sorry, kids,
here in
school's
Jerusalem,
not
Tel
canceled.
Aviv, very much the same. Israel had promised to respond to the Iranian attacks, which were triggered by an initial Israeli strike on an Iranian diplomatic facility in Syria. But it does seem now, after this limited strike, that both sides, judging the reaction that we're seeing, are trying to pull back from the brink and not have this spill into a regional war. So we did see a strike this morning, limited in scale, and so far the reaction has been quite muted.
Now,
has Iran even...
Another important note that I've heard rumblings about is that Russia has said if Israel launches a large-scale attack on Iran, Russia will back Iran. And if Russia backs Iran, guess who's going to back Israel?
The West.
The West.
And you have World War III.
I'm not saying that we're headed to World War III, but I'm saying that Iran may have just prevented the outbreak of World War III if they do not respond again.
But I have a feeling they will.
I have a feeling they will too. And I have a feeling it'll be much more along the lines of what Hamas did.
But see, here's the thing.
But in order to get to Israel from Iran, they have to go through Saudi Arabia, which means they would have to start a conflict with the Saudis first, and I don't see that happening. Or they direct the proxies in Hezbollah and Hamas, who currently is on the brink of extinction to begin with, and the Houthis to launch large-scale attacks against Israel. If that happens, we all know Iran did it. We all know that Iran is starting this shit, and I personally think that the best way to prevent Iran from acting a fool is to punch Iran directly in the fucking mouth. But the other thing that's important to note is that Isfahan is very close to a nuclear site for Iran. There's actually one right outside of Isfahan. So Israel demonstrating the capability to get to Isfahan shows the capability to get to the nuclear reactors.
Have you also heard the rumblings about the fact that it is believed that Joe Biden greenlit the attack from Iran?
The thought is that everyone knew the attack was coming. They warned Israel that it was coming, but they did not intervene on Israel's behalf to stop the attack.
Because they wanted Iran to think they got one on them.
Correct. That's what I think. But Joe Biden's foreign policy of don't isn't fucking working.
No.
At the end of the day. So
would you agree that pretty much the House of Cards now relies on
Iran?
Yeah, whether they
want it to or not, it does. It relies on Iran not doing something fucking stupid.
At least not directly.
Correct.
If they do it indirectly,
it's kind of hard to prove that it was Iran.
Exactly.
So
if they straight up directly do something again, I'd say here we go.
Correct, you are.
Yes.
Anyway, okay. So now I think we can we can watch this if you want.
It don't matter.
But we do need to kind of move it along.
Tehran dubbed it Operation Honest Promise. Waves of drones and missiles launched at Israel over 5 hours. How many of them reached their target, though? Honestly, hardly any. So, did Iran underestimate the Israeli defenses, or was a large degree of failure factored in from the start? The attack started with 170 drones launched from Iran towards Israel. An hour later, the UAVs were joined by over 30.
Pause it for a second. Go to the show notes and mark 101 at the bottom. We'll have to check later. But I heard it in my headphones.
You just want to put 101?
Yeah, 1 hour, 1 minute.
Fart. From who?
Me. Why are you broadcasting this to? Giving away our trade secrets here.
Can reach Israel in just over an hour.
Scrolled. Bad.
Finally, over 120 ballistic missiles, which take just between 10 and 15 minutes to arrive. At the same time, drone attacks were launched by the Houthis in Yemen and Iran-backed militias in Iraq, while Hezbollah fired missiles at Israeli positions in the Golan Heights. But Israel's missile defense systems, plus a combined air effort from Israel, the US, the UK, France and Jordan, meant none of the drones
and Saudi Arabia
missiles even reached Israeli airspace, with the majority intercepted over Iraq and Syria. Like the remnants of this missile found in northern Iraq. Iran's Islamic Revolution...
Yeah, this fucker just fell through my roof. I was taking a shit and it just came in right through the door.
You know what? We need to pull up Shane Gillis with his honest reactions from the terrorists.
We'll do that later at the end.
We'll do that.
Revolutionary Guard said the operation was more successful than expected, which begs the question, what were they expecting?
I said fucking drive
Streets
straight.
of Tehran over the weekend, fireworks of an altogether less lethal variety, as some celebrated the fact that the attack was launched, although ultimately foiled. Its limited impact thanks to two things: nearly 40 years of investment in Israel's anti-missile defense systems underwritten by the US, and close cooperation between Israel and its allies in the air. Those missiles that made it past the Allied Air Force efforts faced a three-tier defense system. First up, the long-range Arrow system. It was designed specifically with Iranian missiles in mind. Each of these systems' rockets costs a few $1 million each. They can intercept missiles outside the Earth's atmosphere, resulting in these distinctive purple explosions seen on Saturday. The second layer of defense, the so-called David Sling system, is for taking out missiles and drones. And finally, the Iron Dome, which stops most short-range rocket attacks. Israel said that the systems combined meant that 99% of last Saturday's attack was intercepted. But some of Iran's ballistic missiles did get through. The ones that did show that one of the targets of the attack was the Nevatim air base in southern Israel. That's where Israel keeps its fleet of F-35 jets. Israel says the damage to the base was minimal and didn't affect the runway. Iran said it had warned countries about the attack 72 hours beforehand, although US officials said it hadn't got a heads up in advance.
Bullshit.
As Israel contemplates its response now, one of the questions to consider: was this Iran looking to demonstrate power, or to get more directly involved in this war?
I think at the end of the day, it was like, hey, you killed one of our guys and we're not happy about it, but we know we can't really touch you, so have some fodder. Anyway, that's just my take. But it is time for Chats with Pop Pop.
This is absolutely freaking hilarious.
This is insane and hilarious in an outright lie.
Do we have anything like that? Like the Iron Dome?
No, we don't need it. I mean, we have anti-missile defenses, we have anti-air defenses,
but it's not like the Iron Dome.
We don't. The reason is because we don't experience attacks of that nature.
Okay.
We don't really experience attacks of that nature, so it's an exercise in futility. Nobody really fucks with us. They fuck with our boats. Don't touch our boats.
Don't touch my boat.
Don't touch my boats.
Let it roll.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You gotta just remember who we are. And I can't...
God, look at this bitch.
When I left Scranton today, I wanted to go to the war memorial that has the names of all...
Hold on, pause it. I can see his Adam's apple.
Oh, holy smokes. Dude, you're right.
Oh.
That's straight up a dude.
That's a dude.
Why do they have to look...
Dude, I thought I was with you. I looked straight like a woman.
That's just a dude pretending to be a dude, pretending to be a chick, pretending to be another dude.
I'm laughing at this fucking dude right here.
He is like zoned the hell out. It looks like he's getting paid to be there. But he really
absolutely is.
You gotta just remember who we are. And I can't, well...
That's the Crimson
When
Chin.
I left Scranton today, I wanted to go to the war memorial that has the names of all the Scrantonians.
Am I wrong?
No. Etched into a granite wall. Because I wanted to see where my Uncle Both.
All right, listen to this.
Finnegan, where his name was etched. Back when D-Day occurred, and on Sunday, the next day, my mother's 4 brothers all went down to the recruiting station and joined the military. Every one of them volunteered. And my uncle, they called him Ambrose, they called him Bosey. My Uncle Bosey was a hell of an athlete, they tell me, when he was a kid. And he became an Army Air Corps before the Air Force came along. He flew those single-engine planes as reconnaissance over war zones. And he got shot down in New Guinea. And they never found the body because there used to be a lot of cannibals for real in that part of New Guinea. And
hold up.
Go to Iraq for a year, and he came back with stage 4 glioblastoma. And they
They
gave like many.
Did he live or did he get eaten by cannibals? I'm confused.
Neither, because the government has already come out and stated that never fucking happened.
If you risked your lives, and you know people who gave their lives for the country, they're heroes.
He's about to make another false statement.
As I was doing that today, I was reminded of what my opponent said in Paris not too long ago. They asked him to go visit American grave sites. He said no, he wouldn't do it because they were all suckers and losers.
Not true. He never said that.
I'm not making that up.
Yes, you are.
The staff who was with him acknowledged it today. Suckers and losers. That man doesn't deserve to be the commander-in-chief for my son, my uncle. So, folks, we got a lot of work to do, but I'm confident we can do it, and I mean it.
I'm confident that you cannot do anything except for shit your pants and eat oatmeal.
You gotta just remember who we are.
That was hard to listen to.
So yeah, apparently Joe Biden's uncle was eaten by cannibals, except for, the military's already said no.
His plane went down in the ocean.
But then again, he came back with stage 4 lymphoma.
No, that was Bo.
So this is the Deuce's reaction to it. It's absolutely hilarious.
That was chats with Pop Pop. So it's just. No, it couldn't. It's not Pop Pop. It's the Deuce.
First of all,
we love the Deuce. Anyway, let's go for it.
President Biden's going through all of his normal lines that he says at these things. Oh, unions built the middle class, and we're going to challenge China and add new tariffs.
Think about what you'd think about at the time.
That's great. And then he gets to the end, and he's talking about Uncle Bosey, a new character. I try to listen to everything that Joe Biden says.
Yeah.
Uncle Bosey is a new character for the re-election, but he says this thing about how they never found his body because he crash landed in an area that there were a lot of cannibals, and the union guys were kind of looking around like, that is a crazy story. Wow.
No.
But it does not seem like it is true, and I'm really surprised. When I asked in the press room today, we checked with the Pentagon, not true, but instead they did not say that, and now it's made its way all the way to Papua New Guinea, where the quote is, a political science professor told the Daily Mail, cannibalism is very specific. They wouldn't just eat any white men that fell from the sky.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God. Yeah, so that's the commander-in-chief of the free world, just so you know. He was elected by somebody. So anyway, now on to FISA. This should piss everyone off. So, FISA stands for the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. Okay? It was intended to collect intelligence about foreign attacks from foreign actors, but has been shown time and time again that it has been used to collect intelligence about American citizens.
You don't say.
This is yet another failure from Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House. This should have never gotten anywhere near being passed. Okay? I understand that when it was passed, a lot of it had to do with 9/11 and the threat of terrorism and this, that, and the other. This is different now. Like, we know the dangers of this. We know where it leads. And yet, our Congress has passed the government's ability to spy on us again. Now, foreign intelligence information is an umbrella term that can and will be used against American citizens without due process, and is defined as information that relates to, and if concerning a United States person is necessary to, the ability of the United States to protect itself against A, actual or potential attack or other grave hostile acts of a foreign power or an agent of a foreign power, B, sabotage, international terrorism, or the international proliferation of weapons of mass destruction by a foreign power or an agent of a foreign power, or C, clandestine intelligence activities by an intelligence service or network of a foreign power or by an agent of a foreign power, or information with respects to foreign power or foreign territory that relates to, and if concerning a United States person is necessary to, A, the national defense or the security of the United States, or B, the conduct of the foreign affairs of the United States. Now, what have they said about Trump for years?
He's in bed with the Russians?
That he's Putin's puppet.
Right.
Do you see where I'm going? Do you see how it can be used against American citizens?
Mm-hmm.
Because labeling someone a foreign agent means you can spy on them.
Which means they can spy on Trump.
Point blank. That is a huge fucking problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a big fucking problem with that.
Well, then all they got to do is say Republicans are in bed with the Russians, and any Republican can be
bingo
spied on.
Using this law improperly will lead to the American people being spied on. Let me rephrase. Using this law improperly will lead to political opponents of the current party in power being spied on. And that should terrify everyone.
And libertarians are also even considered Russian sympathizers, I'm pretty sure, because we're just
because
hey,
we're isolationist
right.
in nature, and we don't agree with our military or our tax dollars being used to fund foreign wars.
So automatically that gets us labeled as Russian sympathizers. Even though
you know you're a Russian sympathizer?
Not, even though we're definitely not.
No, I didn't.
Congratulations, you are. You fascist.
Damn it.
Bitch.
You bitch. Anyway, so Joe, what do you think about this?
Not surprised.
Can we get a fuck you?
Eat a dick.
I say
bullshit.
Indeed,
yeah, I mean,
it is bullshit, and that's the problem. The problem is that they will use this to spy on American citizens. It is specifically designed for foreign actors. And Malik makes a good point. They're already spying. They never stop.
Because look at the Patriot Act.
It's all designed to keep you, the citizen, down.
Like this.
Under the thumb of the government. And it will keep you under the thumb of the government unless we do the things that must be done. We have the power to do certain things that will change all of this. We have the power as citizens to rely on our state governments, to call a convention of states, to amend the Constitution, to enact term limits, to do all of the things that we know need to be done, and that the majority of Americans agree need to be done. I'm not saying or advocating that we should go into a civil war, but if things continue along this path, I have a sneaking suspicion that that is where we will end up. I am not advocating for a civil war. I want to be very clear about that.
That would be a bad day.
It would be a bad day for everybody. I don't want my daughter to grow up in that. I don't want anybody to grow up in that. By the way, quickly, before I forget to do this on the show, a quick birthday shout out to my beautiful daughter. She'll be 11 on Thursday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I almost said her name.
I love you.
Almost said her name.
on here before.
Yeah, I try not to, though.
Yeah.
You've said all the kids' names.
I know, but I try not to.
But,
True.
Yeah, especially after watching Civil War today, I'm like,
I see this in my future.
But no, it's one of those things like, no, we don't need this. We don't need to do this.
No, and that's the thing. We don't need to do this. There are pathways that would avoid doing it.
Like the Civil War part is like this big. Like that's this big. Everything else that will become of it, this freaking big, is massive. Like China's gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go get me some land. Russia's gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go get me some land.
They don't have to be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go get me some land. They've already got the land.
But what I'm saying is they're gonna actually come here.
Yeah, probably.
Like there would be an invasion. It would be a big shit sandwich.
And everybody's taking a bite of that motherfucker.
Yeah, it would be ridiculous.
So anyway, FISA, bad. Mm-hmm. We all agree FISA bad.
Yeah,
but FISA bad, freedom good.
FISA don't like it. The FISA.
Listen, FISA bad, freedom good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is one of the many things that's occurring right now.
It helps if you talk into the mic.
I am.
You're not.
Okay, I forgot what I was going to say now. Thank you.
You're welcome. This is what you guys do to me constantly.
What I was saying is this is one of the many, many things that are going on right now in current society in the United States that is just fucking us up even further is what I was trying to say.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, lately, it seems like we as America love to just keep putting our head up our own ass.
Yep.
And
we as Americans enjoy running headfirst into walls while kicking ourselves in the dicks.
Yes.
You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
Wrong one.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
I mean, am I wrong?
No.
We kick ourselves in the dicks and then run headfirst into brick walls. But anyway, speaking of people running into brick walls, it's time for Clowns at a Podium, aka... We just got one, and it is the deuce.
Throwing down the deuce hammer.
Anyway, let's go. This relates to Chats with Pop Pop.
I know. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Indeed.
Acceptable.
I do have to ask you about a different topic.
Oh.
Why is President Biden saying that his uncle Bozy was eaten by cannibals?
So, I answered this question yesterday.
Like, God damn it, dude.
I believe I've seen some clips on.
She just went. Fuck.
Oh shit, not good.
God.
On your network about me answering this question. I don't have much to say beyond what I said to some of your colleagues. Look, I was there. I think you traveled with us too to Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if you were there at the memorial in Scranton. The president had a emotional and I think a symbolic moment. He had an
symbolic how? Pause that. How? How the fuck did he have a symbolic moment? He literally stood up there and lied to the people about his uncle being eaten by fucking cannibals, bro. That's not symbolic. That's like the opposite of symbolic.
Oh no, Justin, it is symbolic. It's symbolic of the degradation of our president.
The degradation.
Degradation, sorry. Tomato.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody knew what you were trying to say, but yeah, I mean,
gay, straight.
Who knows anymore?
Tomato, potato, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Exactly.
Apple, orange, lemon, lime, same thing. Whatever.
Either way you eat it, okay?
Either way, it's a fucking lie.
Liar! It's all the Matrix, bro.
Speaking of lies, don't lie to us. If you're enjoying the show, please leave us a comment, like the show, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon. You'll always be notified when we go live. If you don't get to watch the show live, you can watch the replay or you can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Pretty good, right?
That was good.
Threw it down.
That deserves a real hand clap.
I think I did a really good job that time. I didn't stutter or anything. It was just like, it just... word vomit.
You weren't like this. You were this. God, that is loud.
It is loud. We can fix that.
Anyways.
But I don't want to. The eagle must scream with freedom.
It wasn't loud mine. Maybe it's your headphones.
Maybe it's your headphones. Maybe your volume's down too low.
Ooh.
Maybe that's why you can't hear us very well.
Maybe.
Or maybe why you can't hear yourself very well.
Maybe it's
you. You ever think of that?
Maybe.
Maybe it's you.
Hello.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Hello. 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 Oh, there, there we
Maybe
go.
She's
there we go.
Yeah, see?
I can hear myself now.
Hit the eagle again.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways.
His uncle's service in uniform. He had an opportunity to be there as president, to speak to
lie to the American
bravery
people
of his
again.
uncle, and not just his uncle, but many U.S. service members that put their lives on the line on behalf of this country. So his uncle, who lost his life when the military aircraft he was on crashed in the Pacific after.
Think before you drink, before you drive me mad.
Every time I see her,
liar.
every time I see her, I can't help but think of ramen noodles.
I think it's Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake in the glory days.
Speaking of Justin Timberlake, it's about to be May.
It's gonna be May.
Yeah, in
and ramen noodles or a mop bucket.
That reminds me more of a mop.
Yeah.
Like a dirty mop.
Yeah.
Not because she's black, but just because that's what a dirty mop would look like.
Or the little Debbie girl.
A muddy mop.
Yeah, a muddy mop.
Yeah.
Something that's been used to clean a muddy floor. Whatever.
Or the little Debbie girl.
Or a black version of Little Debbie.
That's why we call her Black Debbie.
Black Debbie! Whoa, Black Debbie.
Whoa, Black
that one's
Debbie.
for you, Kyle. I'm gonna dedicate all the stuff that Kyle likes to Kyle.
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 Okay, let's get through this.
You need to come watch the show there, Kyle. You will respect my authority.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You will respect my authority.
Near New Guinea, the president highlighted his uncle's story as he made the case for honoring our sacred commitment to equip those we send to war and take care of them and their families when they come home. And as he iterated, the last thing American veterans are, or the last thing Americans should be called, are suckers and losers.
Why does she look like a fucking tweaker?
Those types of words should not come from
Because that's what happens when you lie. You fidget. You blink. You stutter.
Actually be lifting up our American veterans and honoring them. And that's what you saw from this president.
And I agree. Second Lieutenant Ambrose J. Finnegan was a war hero. But the Pentagon says, for unknown reasons, the plane was forced to ditch in the ocean. Both engines failed at low altitude. Why is President Biden saying he was shot down? There's no evidence of that. And why is he saying that his uncle was eaten by cannibals? That is a bad way to go.
He lost his life. It's not. Look, I'm not. We should not make jokes about this. Wait.
Yes, we should. We absolutely should.
Your last line is. It's for a laugh. It's for a funny statement.
No, it's not. We want to know why he's lying.
Who served and protected this country
She's trying
lost
to
his
flip
life
it.
serving.
That
And
bitch
that
is trying
should
to flip
matter.
it.
You have a president that lifts up our U.S. troops.
I'm
our
so
American
confused
veterans
as to how
every
it's
day,
for a laugh.
who thinks
It's
about
not a
them,
laugh.
who
It's a
actually
literal
thinks they're all
lie.
heroes, and they are. And you have
What?
lost his life serving, and that should matter. You have a president that lifts up our U.S. troops, our American veterans.
Liar!
Wait a
That's
second.
fucking lie.
Didn't we just talk about the fact that Joe Biden got 14 Marines killed
Yes.
in his precipitous withdrawal from Afghanistan?
Yes.
Didn't we just fucking talk about that, Joe?
I'll take yes for 100.
I'll take shit that's not true for 1,000, Alex.
I'll take
'cause
she's a fucking liar.
I just, whatever. Whatever. I can't fucking.
Every day, who thinks about them, who actually thinks they're all heroes, and they are. And you have a
Then why the fuck aren't y'all doing anything for him?
Quit spitting them facts.
Treasonous language detected. I'm going to be reporting you to my local democracy officer. Thank you.
former president.
If you played Helldivers, you would get that.
Disrespects that. Who doesn't honor that? Said it as president. Suckers or losers. That's
No.
what he said.
No, he didn't.
But I think you're missing the point. The point
No,
is
you're
you
missing
have
the
a
point.
president that lifts up American veterans.
No, he
who lifts
doesn't.
Up our US
No, he doesn't. He
service
gets them.
members.
He gets
And
our
that's
service
what
members
matters. He
killed.
understands how critical and how important it is to be commander in chief.
No, he
And
doesn't.
move on.
He doesn't understand what he ate for
It's
breakfast.
funny that
this morning.
it's funny she said something about him, getting mad at him about joking about it. But I'm pretty sure she made the joke like I don't have the cannibals tab in my binder.
Anyway,
she just said something like that.
So, Joe, you have a surprise for us tonight, don't
That
you?
was clown at a podium.
Yeah, that was.
That was a liar at a podium.
Well,
so
we're gonna retitle that. to
Joe's
We Hate Her and Just
conspiracy
Haven't
corner
Done It.
has been.
Hey, first off, shh. Let this surprise speak for itself.
I'm just saying it's been revamped,
but
a little bit.
Joe's got a good one for us tonight. One that I actually know a little bit about, and I'm here for it. Because it's time for Joe's conspiracy corner. Do the thing.
Got a bunker in the backyard, ready for the fall. Got no time for small talk, too busy building walls. I got batteries and light bulbs, gonna be alright. My super glue and can through the rest of you can fight. Can't trust the government, can't trust their lies. That's why I'm digging this hole where I sleep at night. I'm digging this hole, rocking while I'm stocking. I'm gonna be fine, don't you come knocking. Ain't scared of nothing, gonna be okay. Gonna be in here the rest of my day.
What do you think?
I love it, man.
I like that.
I like
Good. We need to change the background then.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a new background.
First off, we need to go dig a hole in the backyard.
Can we have like a little short video?
Oh,
We need to make a little short video of like
I like that
digging a
idea.
hole. We could like show a pantry and like you stocking supplies.
Yeah.
With the actual tinfoil hat on.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I am 100% for that.
If we could so do it, we need to get the cat. You need to get the cat in a baby carrier and put a tinfoil hat on that bitch and just run around the fucking camera with it. Nailed it. Nailed
yeah.
it.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, we're gonna have so much fun with this.
That's gonna hate us.
But so I was scrolling. So Beth actually sent me that. It was a TikTok song that somebody created with AI, and I'm like, well, if it was created with AI, they can't trademark it, right? Dun dun dun. So I took it. I'm about to say stole it, but I didn't steal it. I took it.
Give it here, bitch.
I like it.
I like it.
That's
I like
good.
it.
Malik, what do you think? That's what I want to know. I want to know what. Smoke another one, Justin. I want to know what Malik thought. I want to know the audience reaction to Joe's new theme song.
Yeah. So while we start this, today's topic
is
John McAfee.
Now, if you don't know who John McAfee is actually the guy behind McAfee antivirus.
I was about to say.
So we don't really have to do the Wikipedia because that's pretty much just what
that's what he's known for.
That's what he's known for. So, so I got some weird facts
Time.
about John McAfee, right?
Time out. I know I can't really show it.
I'm saying, hold on, we're getting to that part. Don't pause it for that yet.
I know I can't really show it, but good work.
Oh, it's beefy today.
Good work.
This is actually really good.
Look at this work
It is
put into
beefy.
it.
Yeah, Joe put some real effort into this, and I'm super, super proud of Joe. Give him the fake clap, and we'll give him the real clap too.
That was good.
Anyway,
proceed.
So I listen to these guys called Cult of Conspiracy a lot, and I kind of piggyback off a lot of their shit because they cover the stuff, and I mean they do a good job with it. So I just kind of like, man, that's a good idea. I never thought about that one. I'm gonna use that one, you know. And okay, so yeah, he was the creator of the McAfee antivirus software, right? It was on like all the computers. Did you know this son of a bitch created a backdoor into that? So he could literally hack anybody's computer.
Yep. Malik, the important point here is, what did you think of Joe's new theme song? Did you hear it? Did you like it? Was it good?
So, antivirus guy, he's weird, okay?
He's a fucking weird dude.
Oh, yeah.
He's super weird, as most software programmers are.
Okay, so some weird facts about him. He created his own form of meth and called it perv dust.
Gross.
He said he's like, this stuff was like some pure stuff, and was like, he was really hallucinating good on that stuff, right? Okay,
but why call it perv dust? That's just fucking weird.
Because that's like straight up John McAfee. Like if you watched any of his stuff, you're like, that sounds about right. Sounds like something he would say. And then supposedly he had a hammock with a hole in it where girls would lay in the hammock and shit through a hole where he was laying underneath it. So they would shit on him while he laid underneath the hammock.
Like in his mouth?
Scat
on his
fetish.
chest?
I don't know. On him.
Scat fetish. Kind of weird, but whatever.
That is a thing.
So go to that link there.
That's disgusting.
And scroll to fact 5. And that's
First
him.
of all, he looks like a fucking...
Smell like failure.
Sorry.
First off, no. Opposite, but...
He looks like a fucking...
That's
weirdo.
John McAfee.
Yeah. Scroll down to fact 5. Okay, so his widow is almost... He's a character, obviously, so his widow is just as much of a character as he is. So, Janice Dyson was 34, older than most of McAfee's women, when he spotted her outside a cafe in Miami and paid her for a day of sex work. So this is his wife now. Or, well, before he died.
Before he died.
She was a prostitute, and he paid her for a day and night of sex work. Dyson worked as a prostitute for more than 10 years before McAfee. Her most steady relationship was with her violent pimp. And she rarely saw her son. She was refreshingly honest when asked if it was love at first sight with McAfee. No, I just saw an opportunity, she says. Dyson says in the documentary that when her pimp found out who McAfee was, he introduced her to cartel bosses who wanted to kill him. And she acted as a paid spy for them for a while at her pimp's behest. She said she continued spying on him after their 2013 wedding, finally confessing everything to him. The couple, who were seen dancing, joking, and sometimes shouting at each other, lived in a gun-filled Tennessee mansion before relocating to the Dominican Republic, where they were arrested for gun possession and then to Spain. She has shown the same flair for paranoid melodrama as her late husband. In December 2021, she posted a peaceful photo of a beach with palm trees. The text read, "Since John's death, there has been an effort to guarantee I would not make it to my next birthday, although I believe the ultimate goal is to ensure that I do not leave Spain alive." Interesting.
Yeah, she's definitely a character.
So back to show notes, please. So,
this is probably my favorite one that you've done so far.
He supposedly killed himself. So he
Hold on.
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
Indeed.
Yes, he allegedly killed himself. This is kind of
fake news.
like an Epstein situation here, right? So
it's worse than the Epstein situation.
Yeah, this one is actually more believable that he got suicided. So we'll go to this. Okay, John McAfee dead of apparent suicide in Spanish jail after court extradition to U.S. on tax charges. Right? Okay, scroll down. Is that all? Okay, scroll down. Yeah. antivirus software company founder John McAfee was found dead of a suspected suicide in his prison cell in Barcelona, Spain on Wednesday, shortly after that country's national court approved his extradition to the United States to face criminal tax evasion charges, his lawyer said. So the dude was making meth. He was known for prostitution, luring in women, supposedly sex what do you call it?
Trafficking?
Not sex trafficking, but like sexual harassment and all that kind of stuff. He was known for all this stuff. He was and even had like some shady dealings with like cryptocurrency and all this stuff. But tax evasion. That's
what they were going to.
That's what they were getting him on. So they said he was 75. They said he died within hours of the extradition ruling. Let's see. McAfee's lawyer in Spain told Reuters that Reuters, that's right, that the McAfee Associates founder apparently hanged himself.
Seems to be a pattern here.
And
who else hanged themselves? Chester Bennington, Chris Cornell, Jeffrey Epstein. Seems, if you want to whack somebody, make it, unique.
And it's interesting how Chester actually...
Is it hanging, the form of hanging, less traceable?
Probably. But okay, so Chester hung himself from a doorknob.
Yeah.
How do you...
You have to be unconscious.
Like, what the hell?
There's no way you hang yourself from a doorknob unless you really wanted to die.
It depends on how you're laying.
Right before Chester died, though,
they could be laying forward.
They
on
talked
your
about how he was starting to speak out about like
a pedophile ring.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
was Chris Cornell. Yeah. They were working together to expose a pedophile ring.
Yeah, and then Chris Cornell died first, and then he was up.
Chris Cornell died, and then
Chester was really upset about it.
And
they're trying to say that that's why he killed himself,
but it's not.
No. All right. Anyway,
because Chester didn't kill himself.
And supposedly, I think I heard too that's John McAfee. When he hung himself, he was 6 inches taller than what he actually hung himself from. Yeah. So
sounds like people whacking somebody in the back of the head or knocking them out with a drug, and then hanging them.
But I would just say the form of hanging seems to me less traceable than like...
Well, yeah, because you can put some gloves on, you can tie up a rope and make it look like they did it themselves.
Right, exactly. Go back to the show notes, please.
Oh, I'm already on live. Jesus Christ.
So,
maybe.
So yeah, click on that, and supposedly, right before his death,
2 years before his death,
2 years before his death, he tweeted out a tweet that said, "If I suicide myself, I didn't. I was whacked." And then we find out that
he suicided himself.
But did you know that he gave a bunch of secretaries schwacked? he's got a tattoo that says schwacked. During the election between Trump and Hillary Clinton, supposedly he donated a bunch of computers to the Hillary Clinton campaign, which was how some of the stuff got leaked because he had a back door.
Spyware.
Yeah, he had spyware in that shit. And so who's well known for offing people?
Hillary?
Would be
Hillary Clinton.
Hey, first off, allegedly.
Allegedly,
that's ignorant.
Okay.
All right.
Hillary Clinton definitely never killed anybody herself.
No. Oh, no.
But she definitely had a hand in some.
Go to this one, please. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there's an actual video of him saying it.
Attention investors, before you invest another dollar in the stock market, there's something you need to see. It's called the Master Indicator.
Wanted in America. I've got no crimes in America. Is it not a reason to say, I don't think I'm going to vote for you?
And yet you're here now.
For a month and a half, I was on the run. The reason that the government wanted to collect me was that after they had raided my property in 2012 in the jungle, shot my dog, abused me, destroyed $500,000 worth of my property over a bogus charge, I was pissed off. And so I donated to many secretaries within the government laptop computers, really nice ones, that were preloaded with viral spyware. Within a week, the entire government computer system was under my control. I was watching, monitoring, listening. I was looking for information that they had set me up for that raid. I didn't find that. I did find out that the Minister of National Defense was the largest drug trafficker in all of Central America. The Minister of Immigration, the largest human trafficker.
We don't want to get killed by them either, so we're probably not going to
That's fine. That's fine.
It was getting a little hot in John McAfee's compound, so we decided to step up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting what he found.
Yeah.
You know, definitely a candidate for
getting suicided.
Hey, first off, it's time to pay the bill.
Is that what she meant by it's getting hot in the compound?
So here's what gets me, okay? So supposedly, right before he killed himself, days before he killed himself, he tweeted this out. And I don't know if you can like full screen that somehow.
No, just pull it up on there.
Pull what up?
Just put the
right click
on
it.
the
Can
thing.
you right click it and then damn it. Control Z because I don't want them seeing the notes.
Doesn't matter.
I'll read it. It's fine. They don't need to see it. Okay, so John McAfee tweeted days before his death, "The U.S. believes I have hidden crypto. I wish I did, but it has dissolved through the many hands of Team McAfee. Your belief is not required." And my remaining assets are all seized. My friends evaporated through fear of association. I have nothing, yet I regret nothing. Okay. He tweeted that day, I suppose on June 16th, 2021, right? Okay. So he was put in prison, in the Spanish prison on October 5th, 2020. He died in that same prison.
Well, so here's the thing. His wife could have had access to his Twitter, and he could have told her to tweet that. So, I mean, that one doesn't really hold much water to me.
I'm just saying, he killed himself June 23rd. So, if you know, what was that, like?
That's 7
days after?
That's a week.
Yeah. And then, he died 23rd. He tweeted this out a few days before, but he'd been in that prison since October 5th, 2020. So almost a year before that.
Like
so
9 months.
unless his wife tweeted that, I call it plant. To make it look like he was depressed and killed himself.
Yeah, and that's possible. But I find it, Occam's razor, right? I find it more plausible that his wife tweeted that for him.
Right. And that's fair. But so did the government kill John McAfee?
Absolutely.
Well, maybe not the government, but shadow government per se.
Government actors killed John McAfee.
Yeah, there you go. But supposedly, this is even more conspiracy to this. They say he's still alive, possibly. And just in hiding. So his ex-girlfriend claims he's still alive. So, go on down. Go up a little bit. Let's see. So here's another one. If that's his dead body, aren't there normally like bruises and shit when you hang yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't see nothing.
Well, it looks like it's further down on his neck.
Maybe. I don't know.
So,
I don't know. I'll just tell you what I heard on the podcast. So, supposedly, let's make sure I get this straight.
She looks like a prostitute.
John supposedly called her after he was supposedly died and said that he was still alive and that he was in Texas or something.
Huh.
And that he wanted her to run away with him. So
I don't know.
And supposedly he had left a kind of a what is it called? Like a
suicide note?
Not a suicide note, but a death trigger. What do you call it? Like if something happens to him, something gets released.
Oh, yeah.
So I got something else for you.
Okay.
That you didn't include.
But supposedly, what he had all that information supposedly like on Clinton and all that stuff, or a bunch of
plot twist. He has the real client list.
He had a bunch of information, and he said that supposedly, like if he got offed, that
To release
he would that the information would get released, and we still have yet to see this information.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't include this, but I do remember. I did remember hearing this.
Now, fact checkers say false, but we all know what fact checkers do.
Yeah, so he had a condo
in Florida.
Yep, and I do believe a bunch of like people close to him lived there, or like women close to him lived there, or something like that.
Probably the ones that shat through the hammock hole.
People that knew information, I think. And then all of a sudden, the damn building collapses.
So here we go.
Because of an earthquake.
No. Go back. Let's see. Let's just go to YouTube.
Let's see, Malik says he was one time a correctional officer at a maximum security prison in Louisiana. It is not easy for an inmate to commit suicide in their cells.
No, nor should it be. There is definitely fuckery afoot, as Joe Rogan would say. Okay.
Shit, is that Ozzy? He's looking good.
Yeah, it was about 10 months ago. Go for it.
I said 2 years ago.
Oh, was that? Maybe this is the wrong one. Let's go back. Yeah, that's it. That's the right one.
This stunning look from above, revealing a condo complex with an entire section gone. The portion of this map in red is what used to be standing at the Champlain Towers South just over 24 hours ago, and is now a pile of debris. Greg Schlesinger, a contractor who's built a number of complexes in the area similar to the structure that collapsed, has some ideas about what happened.
There are two items here, concrete and steel. If the steel is exposed and loses its structural integrity, the concrete fails instantaneously. And that's how it fails.
And you think that's likely here?
I would surmise more likely than not. That's the way it went.
Civil engineers say any investigation will examine factors like maintenance and erosion. The building actually began sinking years ago, according to a recent report from Florida International University.
That particular building, identified as a building that moved in the 1990s.
Shimon Vidavinsky says the building was sinking 2 millimeters a year, though it's unclear if that continued or contributed to Thursday's collapse. The attorney for the condo association says any rush to judgment on what might have caused the collapse is unfair and premature.
I'll tell you what caused that collapse. John McAfee had 31 terabytes of data in that condo.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because like the specific area is the area that fell.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
This is another jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams
Yeah.
kind of deal, you know. So, yeah.
Like the damn building actually hit the other building. The building wavered and then stayed there.
Yeah.
No, there's some bullshit afoot.
There is fuckery afoot in that. Also, when did this happen?
2 years ago?
No, yeah, 2 years ago.
And he died in...
What was... hold on. What day was it?
You're looking at... Looks like around June 25th, 2021. And he died June 21st, 2021. Son of a bitch. Bro.
Where was Hillary?
So, let's just go back.
Let's chart where Hillary was.
She don't have to be anywhere because it's all... She can all just be like, hey. And then other people go do it.
Yeah, I know, but-
4th. Of what year?
2021.
2021. Now, hold on a second.
What day did he die on? June 23rd, 2021? What? This math ain't mathin', bruh. No, actually, this math is very much mathin'.
Hey.
I smell that 2 + 2 = 7.
Viva la Pepe.
Whoa. This is all...
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
There ain't no allegedly about this, okay? I'm sorry. John McAfee had 31 terabytes of data in that building. He died 2 days prior. No, the day before. The day before
I'm going to go ahead
collapsed.
and tell you, though, my opinion about this. That doesn't matter that he has that in that building. A motherfucker that is as paranoid and as smart as he is has that shit backed up on about 30 other fucking things.
Yeah, but that's the one that they knew about.
Okay. That's what I'm saying, though.
I'm just saying. It's fucking... Okay, excuse me.
As weird as he is...
Excuse me. You are a nasty person. Let me finish. Okay, excuse me. He definitely fucking did not commit suicide. Okay?
He didn't.
He was suicided
No.
by
He got
Hillary
Epsteined.
Clinton. He was Epsteined. He was probably doing the right things. Okay.
Okay, but...
And Bigley, I'm not finished. Okay, excuse me. He Bigley did not commit the suicide. Okay, some people say he was Clintoned. Some people say he might have paid the bill. But I don't say any of those things. I say John McAfee had information that would have led to the arrest of Hillary Clinton, and she couldn't have that.
Yep.
So she suicided him and then blew up his Bigley condo.
This shit has been going on long before Epstein, though. It's we call it Epstein now because that's the biggest thing.
No, we call it Clinton.
No, it's even before that.
Matter of fact, one Saturday
Who in particular had a bone to pick with
One
him?
Saturday, I'll just do Conspiracy Corner on the Clintons. That way, I'll show how far back it goes.
No, what I'm saying is I think it's more bigger than the Clintons offing people. I mean,
it definitely is.
It goes back way back through history.
Oh yeah, and that's what we should do. That should be the Conspiracy Corner. How far back does the Clinton offing go?
Knights Templar.
Yeah. No, I'd say maybe even further back. Than
that. Wait,
let's start there.
Start there and move forward.
And move forward in time. Okay.
Yes, I like that.
Settled. So, verdict: did John McAfee kill himself?
No.
Negative. He was Clinton.
Yep.
He was suicided.
You know what I say about that?
Bullshit.
That's been.
Hold on. Stop. This is my thing.
Okay.
And that has been Joe's Conspiracy Corner. Do the thing.
Got a bunker in the backyard, ready for the fall. Got no time for small talk, too busy building walls. I got batteries and light bulbs, gonna be alright.
This is a fucking banger.
The rest of you can fight, can't trust
The government trust their lies. This hole where I sleep at night. This whole rock and roll talking.
I'm gonna be fine, don't you come knocking. Ain't scared of nothing, gonna be okay.
Gonna be in here the rest of my days.
Golly, man.
That's
I'm
a
so
banger.
glad that song came to be because it's perfect.
Oh yeah, that's my theme song, bro. That is my theme song.
So, I mean, I'm pretty much done with things for this week. Do we want to take a scroll down Twitter?
We can. By the way, I put that funny in there, and that's freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
It's a John McAfee funny.
Oh, we've got to do the Shane Gillis funny too.
Okay.
I'll let you just control it from now on. Or from here on.
I can't type.
True international effort to pressure.
I thought we were doing Twitter.
We will after this.
I don't know if you noticed, the war in the Middle East is just on the internet. The whole fucking thing. Every dude out there on both sides is wearing GoPros the entire time. Like, you can watch it. We watched like 3 hours of the war in Iraq. And after the first hour, I found myself starting to cheer, not cheer, but like relate. I felt like I could relate more to the monkey bars guys. You know what I mean? They were a little more my speed. You ever wonder how you would do out there? Watch those guys. Those are just normal fucking dudes. Second shots are fired. There's no game plan. Everyone's, no shit! Very relatable. Guns jamming. Try to fire a rocket, it goes straight fucking backwards. They look like me trying to fire a gun. Their feet move when they shoot. Very relatable. They also have never won. They got fucked up every single time. Bad. They would blow up like one truck every 5 months. They'd be just as surprised as everybody. It finally worked out. You can hear it in their voice. Someone would blow up, they'd be like, oh! Yeah, dude, that's a human reaction. That's relatable. That's what I would do if I saw a fucking explosion. I'd go, oh! Oh! That's human. You ever watch us kill people? I can't relate to that at all. There's some Black Hawk helicopter with night vision, mows down like 40 people. Pilot gets on, he just goes, clear. Just flies away. It's like, yo, that's a psycho. That guy didn't give a fuck.
That's pretty funny.
His entire special is good, dude. It is so good. Speaking of, just a quick.
I'm Bob Isis of Isis Toyota.
Oh yeah, I've seen
We
this.
have a great collection of pre-owned certified Toyotas. But there's one thing I want to make very clear, and it's that we have nothing to do with the terrorists over there in the Middle East right now. And that's why we are the good ISIS.
All right, listen. You gotta lean
Okay.
into the ISIS thing. It's a good marketing tool.
It's a great marketing tool. I agree with
Anyways, that's why we are the good ISIS.
And he's talking about selling Toyotas.
Yeah.
Like, because they have white Toyotas.
Yeah. Okay, so what were we gonna do? Oh yeah, scroll through Twitter.
Either Twitter and then the other funny.
Well, yeah. Do.
Oh, you gonna live tweet tonight? Put some exclamation marks in there.
Ah!
Shit! What are you doing?
What the?
What the hell? What? Re-click on this shit. Quit hotkeying. Just freaking use the mouse.
I don't understand.
Before you screw some shit up. There you go.
Anyway, okay, so let's Marjorie Taylor Greene at it again. So is fucking Eric Swallowswell, because he likes to swallow balls in his mouth. Eric Swalwell says, "LOL, you will never do anything about it. You've been rolled more times than a bowling ball. Slava Ukraini. You're a traitor." Let's see. What is that? Oh. Memphis police in Tennessee are responding to a mass shooting reported in Orange Mound at a block party. According to the Memphis Police Department, who spoke with ABC 24, at least 2 people are dead and others were rushed to the hospital.
Probably not a mass shooting. It's probably gang. Probably gang violence.
Oh.
Amy, you went too far forward. Come back.
First off,
just let it ride.
Yeah, no. That's people shooting at each other.
100%.
Yeah, that's gang
That
violence.
is 100% people shooting back at each other. That sounded like a burst fire, which is illegal.
Yeah, that's some gang shit. That ain't a mass shooting. That's gang shit.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Memphis, Tennessee is like second only to Gary, Indiana, as far as the butthole of America goes. Now, Joe Biden tweets out, "I'm urging all governors to pardon prior state offenses of simple possession of marijuana. No one should be in federal prison solely due to the possession of marijuana, and no one should be in a local jail or state prison for that reason either." I'm sorry, but didn't your crime bill in the 90s put them there?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck off. And this fucking traitor, Adam Kinzinger, who cries and pees all over himself to form the Ukrainian flag, save this flag to your photos and feel free to post as replies to all the angry Russian trolls today. More like all the angry Americans who are sick of their tax dollars going to a foreign country. Fuck you.
Oh, boy.
So many traitors crying today, JoJo from Jers says, and it's absolutely fucking glorious. Yeah, this is the problem with the left. They treat their political opposition like they're traitors because they put America first.
Yeah, I don't see how they're traitors when they're saying, hey, we should be using this money for the U.S.
I mean, Mike Lee tweeted out, "Too much Ukraine, not enough USA." They were waving. I mean, didn't I rant about this earlier? Isn't that something?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yep.
You know what? We need something. Hold on. It's time for This Week in Next.
This Week in X whole time?
No.
Oh.
No, I didn't have it This Week on X, but this is what This Week on X is going to become.
Okay, gotcha.
It's going to become Today on X because it doesn't show a full week's worth of stuff, but it's easier. Alex Cole, another fucking weirdo. Republicans, how dare Democrats wave the Ukrainian flag in Congress? Also Republicans. One dipshit doesn't speak for all of us, but a lot of elected officials that are supposed to speak for all of us do. Let's see. Spike Cohen. You know what? We need to do...
Hold on, man. What did Spike Cohen say? Democrats warned you that Republicans would provoke World War III and violate your privacy. Republicans warned you that Democrats would fund endless foreign wars and violate your privacy. Now Republicans and Democrats are working together to fund endless foreign wars, provoke World War III, and violate your privacy. The scam stops when you stop letting them scam you. Damn right, Spike. Dude, I really hope...
Spike out there fucking killing it,
but
bro.
I really hope Spike is the presidential nominee. I don't want him to be VP. Shit, far, hell yeah. Well, hell yeah, girl.
Anyway.
Damn.
That's weird.
Some big old titties.
Hakeem Jeffries, the future Speaker of the House, if Democrats get their way. National security legislation that supports democracy and freedom has passed the House overwhelmingly. We will stand with Ukraine until victory is won.
Bad idea.
I don't think they're going to win.
No.
Apparently today was Hitler's birthday. Didn't know that. But what would you say to this monster if he were alive today?
You're Jewish.
So, hold on. Hold on. Well, first off, yes. You know you're kind of a Jew, right? But the first thing that I would say to him is, fuck you.
Eat dick.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, boy. Hey, Corey Bush. Go to Corey Bush.
Happy 420 to all who celebrate. Tell me you're a pothead. without telling me you're a pothead.
Wow.
Today would be a great day for the Biden administration to fully deschedule and legalize marijuana, expunge records, and repair the harms of the failed war on drugs. I don't know if you know this, Corey, but that is your fucking job.
Yep.
So maybe stop being so stupid and pass a fucking bill.
Yeah.
How about that? How about you do that? That's a thing that you could do. What do you think? Is that a
I
thing?
think so. Yeah.
Is that a thing that the Congress, the legislature, can do?
Yes.
Or is it something that the president can do?
So she can do. Like, she can introduce a bill.
Wait. What is the president's job? What is the executive branch of the government supposed to do? Can you tell me? It's kind of in their name.
To execute
the law. The legislature does what?
Legislate laws.
They write the laws.
Yeah.
AKA
Legislate, yes.
They legislate. What does the judicial branch do?
To judge whether
they judge whether the law was broken.
Yeah, got you.
Or whether it violates the Constitution.
Got you.
So, anyway, there is something else, though. The next thing, this, American police educate a pedophile. And this is actually very, very educational. This guy was learning so much. He's learning so many important things. And I'm so proud of him.
All right, Mr. Rogers.
Hey, Officer Thomas, Seattle. Gun.
Oh my god.
Damn.
He was there to meet a 7 and an 11-year-old girl.
No, go back.
Hey, Officer Thomas, Seattle. Gun.
But you know what's going to happen, right?
They're going to say, oh, bad.
Nothing, because he's an old white man. Nobody fucking cares.
All right, so
Okay,
let's just
what we're
watch
doing.
real close. He
But you know what?
and he even fired a shot, I think, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. That's when they said gun.
Oh, is there a slow-mo here? Can I play this back in...
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Just
a half speed there.
Yeah, we'll half speed this.
Gun comes out.
He shot.
Yep.
Right there.
Then this other dude's just in the gut. Just pow, pow, bitch.
Too bad it wasn't his dick. I mean,
he's not going to be using it anyway.
This dude's even like...
fuck you, GTA style.
Yeah.
You know what I say to that?
Shots fired, suspect down. Help the officer.
Is that dude smoking after they shot him? Did you see that? Watch it again.
Shots fired, shots
What?
fired.
Watch right here.
Suspect down. Help the officer.
Holy shit.
Unless they hit something, I don't know.
See, I thought they hit the.
They probably hit the.
But no, but it wasn't coming from the fire extinguisher. Like watch. Like, see, there's a fire extinguisher, and then the smoke comes from back here. Give it a second.
Shots fired, shots fired.
Give it a second.
Suspect down. Help the officer.
Pause.
Yeah, he's
That's coming off that dude's body. So you know
No.
when they say
What
he's
you're
smoking?
witnessing, hold on. What you're witnessing right now, right in that very shot, is the soul of a pedophile being transported to hell.
There we go. Fair enough.
He learned so many important things.
You know when
I'm so proud of him.
You know when they say, "Oh, we smoked that dude" when they killed him, they literally smoked that dude.
Literally,
Literally.
That's a literal smoking.
Damn.
Hey, Officer Thomas, Seattle.
This dude doesn't even it's not no tactical. No, he's like, "Hey, pop out."
I just wanted to see this one. Look at it. Just straight sideways.
You know that cop, like, man, I never forgot to fire this gun at anybody. I'm just going, pow,
Smoke,
pow, pow, pow.
smoke, 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 smoke.
Shot.
Suspect down. Help the officer.
Yep, look at that. That dude.
That is his soul leaving his body. Fuck
Play
that
the
guy.
rest of it. No, he is smoking.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
So
yeah.
what? He was there to meet girls, I guess.
He was there
which
to meet
said-
a 7-year-old and an 11-year-old girl. That is just. Who he was chatting with online.
You know what I say to those police officers?
Indeed.
Let's
That
see,
man
handle
learned
it.
so many important things.
And the guy side cocked. He knows it's going to be a good shoot, so he's just like, you know what? I haven't unloaded this thing. Like,
Let's just go.
pow, pow, pow.
The 14 Republicans who voted against the $95 billion foreign aid bill. Andy Biggs, Lauren Boebert, Andrew Clyde, Eli Crane, Matt Gaetz, Bob Good, Paul Gosar, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Andrew Harris, Thomas Massey, Troy Nels, Ralph Norman, Matt Rosendale, and Chip Roy. A round of applause for all of those guys and gals.
Why is that so low?
I don't know. Oh, I do know. Sorry, but I'm a
Real man of genius.
haven't used that one in a while.
Yeah.
I'm also not. I'm. You know.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah. So anyway, moving right along, we're almost out of time. So let's just get one more good one. Let's see. Oh wait, nope. Go back. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can find a good one. Oh, Kamal. Oh, this is another golden one. Giggles has tweeted, "Nobody should have to go to jail for smoking weed. We must continue to change our nation's approach to marijuana while reforming the justice system so it finally lives up to its name." How many people did you imprison while you were a district attorney in California? Please, just how many? For the exact same thing that you're tweeting about right now. How many people? How many? It was a lot. Oh, and didn't you also joke about smoking weed and listening to Tupac while you were doing that imprisonment? Weird. Weird. Anyway, that's been This Week on X. Okay, so the other funny. And then we're going to call it and get out of here. Maybe.
We're going to go democratize.
You and I both know that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe. Is it supposed to start at 54 seconds in?
No. Start it over.
All right, go ahead and...
Fuck. Send. Oh, hello there. My name is John McAfee. I'm
Eccentric
the
millionaire.
founder of the McAfee Antivirus Software Company. Although I've had nothing to do with this company for over 15 years, I still get volumes of mail asking, how do I uninstall this software? I have no idea. I really need to quit. As I said, I've had nothing to do with McAfee software for over 15 years. I've had more pressing things to do. But recent events have made me change my mind. I've had, over the years, many responses from users who are complaining about the difficulty in removing the software. I'd like to read you a few things. Holy fucking shit. I was drawing for like 5 hours straight on this marvelous drawing, and I had to do a big-ass scan that slows the shit out of my computer. It was McAfee, of course. My computer's always really fast, but that son of a bitch has to come fuck it up. Here's another. My free trial for McAfee, or however it's spelled, expired. When it expired, it blocked Pornhub. Fuck McAfee. Fuck them in their stupid faces. I hope they all get dick and cunt rot and die a slow, agonizing death for limiting my porn use to X-Hamster. No one should have to use X-Hamster. I tried one final time and got the Urban Dictionary definition for McAfee. McAfee, a barely passable virus scanning program that updates at the worst possible times. Tends to render your computer completely useless whenever it starts an update, which it doesn't ask to start, and you cannot cancel or pause. McAfee updates at horrible times, almost like the creators want you to die. So I finally remembered how to uninstall McAfee antivirus software, and I've asked my friend Bartholomew to walk you through the steps. This is my lab tech, Bartholomew. He's going to take you through step by step the process of uninstalling the McAfee antivirus software. Well, say hello, Bartholomew. Yes, so if you need me, I'll be over here, and good luck.
The procedure for removing McAfee antivirus software from your computer is as follows. First, make sure you have a full backup.
Yes, Bartholomew. Back it up. Back it up. That's right. Very important. Back it up.
Bath salts.
Sir, should I be reading the instructions for the Mac or PC? They're really quite different. Depending on which edition and version of McAfee's anti-malware software is installed on your computer, you may have to click on Remove, Uninstall, or a similarly named option to begin the uninstall process. When it's finished, reboot the system. John, are you getting this?
Yes.
You may have to download McAfee Consumer Product Removal Tool. John?
Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Well, not completely, you know. I mean, it's always there. It's watching. It's been watching me for years. Every time I turn on the fucking computer, it's there looking at me. You know, something went wrong. 15 years ago, I had some beautiful software, and they took it over. I don't know what they did. It was like the time I hired that Bangkok prostitute to do my taxes while I fucked my accountant. It was terrible. The same fucking thing is going on now. But I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Believe me, I've got a fucking solution right here.
Freaking crazy old ass man. McAfee, both of his alter egos. The regular thanks to Portland's Club Exotica providing technical talent. Joker Face for providing discipline for the technical personnel.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny. That is probably one of my favorite funnies that you've actually provided.
That was pretty good.
That was fantastic. Rest in peace, McAfee. We will never forget that you did not kill yourself. Anyway, again, just a reminder, if you're enjoying the show, if you enjoyed the content that we gave you, the rants, the laughs, the cries, the feels, be sure to like the show, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel, click that bell icon. You'll always be notified when we go live. It is a live show, Saturdays around 8 o'clock, unless something comes up. If you can't catch us live, watch the replay, or catch us wherever you listen to podcasts. With that said, I'm Justin.
I'm Joe.
I'm Kate.
Tally ho, lads.
Do the fucking thing.